EHR4CR stands for Electronic Health Records for Clinical Research. That's the acronym for the project. And EHR4CR needs to be put in place in a context. So the project is part of the IMI initiative, the IMI program, which stands for the Innovative Medicines Initiative, which is a European Commission and European Pharmaceutical Federation Association combined budget research program. The EHR4CR project is actually aiming for trustworthy, scalable reuse of electronic health records data to support clinical research in Europe.
Almost 80% of our clinical trials fail to meet the enrollment timelines. And even in moderately or rapid enrolling studies, less than 43% and less than 80% respectively meeting the targeted sample size. Given the current research and development costs, we know we need to fundamentally change the way we collect patient data into our studies to be more efficient.
The outcome of the project will be very concrete. We will offer a new platform, an exchange platform, which will serve as a kind of gateway for getting data out of electronic health record systems from hospitals all over Europe and to reuse these data then in research. So the platform consists in fact of nothing else than a number of IT services and IT tools. But in order to exploit that platform, we also need a business model. So the business model is very important to prove that the service that we will offer will be sustainable.
EHR4CR will therefore develop new clinical research platforms and will provide new and more efficient ways of generating evidence relevant to the effectiveness and safety of innovative medicines. Importantly, EHR4CR will be sustainable by offering fully integrated and value-added business solutions, which will be supported by a robust business model specifically designed to address the specific perspectives and expected benefits for all stakeholders involved. And that includes patients, healthcare providers, clinical investigators, research organizations, and a range of industry sectors.
For us, it's very important that the protection of privacy is done to a high standard. We are aware that we are carrying out analyses inside hospitals, inside their own space, using patient data that has been de-identified, but at the same time, we want to be respectful of the privacy of those individual patients, even though we are only extracting raw numbers. We want to be certain that hospitals, data protection officers, and patients and patient representative groups know that we are not accessing and examining patient-level data, that we are not revealing and taking away from the hospital any patient-level data, so that privacy has been protected.
Some of the key issues we've got to think about are obviously the ethical and legal requirements. Most of those are really based about good practice, doing the right thing, avoiding doing the wrong things. So ethics is very much about trying to have best practice, and of course most legal requirements are about doing, if you like, the minimum good practice. These are the things we should just all do, or things that we just shouldn't do. And the ethics board is very much about trying to balance these two to make sure we respect patient privacy, we do good practice, but also we enable good research to go ahead.
The platform is actually going to address unlocking of EHR records for pharmaceutical research. We're working around 4 scenarios, being making tools for facilitating patient recruitment, protocol feasibility studies, and export of EHR data to clinical data management systems and SAE reporting. Now, What we try to reach or aim for in this project is actually to go beyond the basic lab test and go to a situation where we have a test bed running with real clinical data, connecting real clinical sites.
The pilots within the EHR4CR project are about testing the platform in a real-world setting. So this is happening in 5 countries in 11 university hospitals.
We are working in different healthcare environment, different legal environment, and the big challenge that this project has is getting such a platform to function in a harmonized way in this multinational environment. That's what makes EHR4CR really unique.
In the end, EHR4CR, although an ICT project, will help speeding up the delivery of medicines, safer medicines, more effective medicines at a lower cost to patients.
I think the benefits of a project like EHR4CR in terms of clinical research is actually helping projects start up more easily so that they can do things like feasibility studies. They can see how many patients might be available to be in a study. They can work out which of these may be available in various centres, and they can get that information quite quickly. And that actually means a potential drug may become available sooner because we've been able to cut out a lot of manual work and paperwork in the meantime.
The cost and time taken to validate the safety and effectiveness of drugs through clinical trials is slowing down the delivery of these medicines to real life and real use. EHR4CR is offering a method for helping to speed up those clinical trials by allowing us to analyze patient population data in hospitals, quickly identify where patients might be located who are suitable for trials, at which hospitals, which cities, and then to help the hospitals carry out speedy and efficient recruitment into those trials.
EHR4CR can improve healthcare on a national basis, but that is not enough. It can improve healthcare treatment on a regional basis because the project is aiming for scalable solutions where we can connect and reuse health data across regions, across countries.
EHR4CR will provide a platform, a kind of horizontal service, which will be important and useful for all the other clinical, so-called vertical projects in IMI.
The value of EHR4CR for other IMI projects, and then especially for EMIF, is that both EHR4CR and EMIF have partially similar objectives. So both projects want to reuse available health information, patient-level data, and obviously EHR4CR is already running, so they have a 2-year head start on EMIF. So we're really looking forward to leveraging and reusing a lot of the learnings and also some of the solutions that EHR4CR has developed over the last 2 years.
The EHR4CR project is evolving very well in the sense that, of course, we have promised to deliver something at the end of the project, but already now, after 2 years of work, we are offering, in fact, parts of the solutions which are exploitable. And we see that our FPR partners, the pharma partners, already are interested in exploiting a number of services of that platform, even long before the end of the whole project.